out. I was working with his team also.
A sweep.
And every big brand sent
A break. Break.
I've been at places where we ask them.
So yeah, where is your swing structure?
Do you do free clothes? Because I mean, we have to do free
this
clothes.
This is your sweep.
And they'll tell you, no, we don't.
This is your break of structure.
Like we're a big brand. You must pay money.
And this low expected to be protected. And this is your high. So this is your swing structure, yeah. This is your swing structure. Why is this your swing structure? Why not here, here, and here? You're focusing on where there is a sweep. That protected low or the high. You can see there is no sweep here, there is no sweep here. Which automatically means you expect these lows to be taken out. But because there is a sweep here, this low becomes a protected low, and where that reversal actually starts from becomes your high. So this low to the high is now your swing structure. They're focusing on this low. So that means that from here to here is where you want to take your entry from. This zone here, you have nothing to do with this zone. Now, structural liquidity now tells you that the last low before the main low is your structural liquidity. Remember, it's for continuations. Continuations basically, that means that this zone is, this swing is a bullish structure, yeah? That means you're looking for buys. But you can see price is correcting, right? It is selling to continue the bullish trend, right? But how and when do you actually get in? Now, that's where structural liquidity comes in. It tells you that it is the last low before the main low, or the last high before the main high. In this scenario, this is a bullish structure. So that means you'll be looking out for the last low before the main low. And where is the last low? This is not the last low. This is not the last. This is obviously the last low before this main low. The main low is a protected low, right? And this is the last low before it. That means that this is your structural liquidity. And what happens? Price corrects. Immediately price takes out the structural liquidity, you get what? Continuation. This happens. Immediately price takes out the structural liquidity, this happens. It's that simple. It is that simple. Immediately price takes out the structural liquidity, this happens. You get this expansion. You get this, this continuations basically.
Something called.
Do we understand that? I believe we do anyway.
You have something that
you can always come back to the video. So that is that about structural liquidity. It's that simple, yeah. Using the swing structure concept as well, you're able to understand it better. Yeah, so that is the first basically, yeah, you just now let me give you guys a chart example anyway. Let's look for a chart example. For a chart example, let's go to the 15 minutes. Okay, GBP USD on GBP USD. I took a buy. When was it? I took this buy. This buy here.
I call it grace or energy that comes when you're starting something fresh and new.
I took this buy as well. This particular buy as well. Okay, let me just give you. I want something that happened in the past already. Which is this particular guy here. So of course I took this buy. I think I sent it to the group as well. So let's go back to the reason why it happened and how it happened. So first things first here.
Have a friend that can help you do stuff. Use it.
If we look closely, we would see that price did something. Let's use the 1 hour time frame.
You will miss it, but that time will have passed. Nothing is coincidence in this life. It's surprised that when you're learning this, there will be a time something will come back. Can you do this? There's a friend that comes around that can do this. There's a guy you met 2 weeks ago that can do this. The guy you meet next week that can do this. You'll be afraid or shy.
Alright.
Feel like it's not.
First thing you can see here is a sweep of this low here. Then you can see a break of structure.
That is my time.
Now you know that this low is expected to be protected. And you have this
breakdown,
right?
First of all,
now you have multiple lows here. You have this low,
what you are doing,
and you have this low here. And we all know that this is the last low before this main low, which makes this guy the structural liquidity. Yeah. Then boom, what do you have here? And then I took the trade.
Very important.
Right there.
What works for you is very important also. Thank you very much.
You can see our price You can see what price did here. The same thing I did here as well. You can see there was a sweep of this low, of the previous low. There was a break. Now, I expect this low to be protected. Now, where is the last low before this main low? This is obviously the last low here. And
it's good.
Boom.
It's best to be overdressed than underdressed.
And I took all these trades here. If you check the group, it's actually in the group here. This trade and this trade. So good. You check the group, it's in the group. Referee and this buy as well. This buy. This one as well. Using the same thing. Look what do we have here? We have a sweep of this low. We have a break. We have a break. And then automatically you expect this low to be protected here. Now where is the last low? So versus the last low here.
People will just see.
Then you have to buy.
Make me something.
What the low?
So when someone says that,
I think I did 1 to 3 as well here. And that was it.
The guy said he wants about 2.
This one is also in the group. You can check it. It's in the group as well. So you can see, and that's the same thing we're expecting on AUD USD again, right? The same thing we're expecting on AUD USD. It's just as simple as that. Price takes out this low, break structure, which is transactional liquidity, then we anticipate reversal. Now, where is the last low before this main low here? This is the main low here, but where is the last low? This guy is the last low. So what do you expect price to do? Take out this last low and continue to pull this trend. It's that simple. Yeah. So that isn't all on structural liquidity, by the way. That's just like,
after a while,
let me give it type 1. So anyway, I have 2 types of liquidity here when it comes to structural liquidity. Structural liquidity, I have like 2 times because price tends to give different. It won't always come as this type of setup here. It won't always come like this. It won't always come like this. Yeah, it won't always come like this. There are times you will see different types. Yeah, but it will still mean the same thing. Meaning price will still do the same thing. At times you will see something like this. You should always know that this is the last low that you want to buy from. Just want to wait to buy from there. At times you would see something like this as well. You see price, take out this, come down, do this as well. You know, this is the last low, obvious last low that you want to buy from. At times you will see price do something like this. Take out this one here. Then come back to do this. Now, you would probably think you've missed a trade, but you haven't, because you know that you don't want to trade like this, yeah? So you're actually waiting for price to come back to this zone, then buy like this. However, there's a simple way to just be able to anticipate moves like this. So let's talk about that. I give them 3 names here. This is type 1, type 2, and type 3. So just keep it really, really simple. So type 1, type 2, type 3 of structural liquidity. Type 1, type 2, type 3. To know when inducement liquidity will come in. So now, this pretty much it. The first one I want to look out for is this. There is a sweep of liquidity and then a break of structure. Yeah. Then you have price come down again to create this. Remember, your FIB 2, you can see it's still within, it actually didn't come down. Even if it does come down, yeah, you know that okay, there is still money here. And then this is the last low. That means what are you anticipating here? You have this first transactional liquidity, second transactional liquidity, you're already anticipating reversal, and your entry would be within this zone here. You know this is structural liquidity, right? And your entry. Now you have that. You have another type. Price would most times as well do something like this. A sweep. Note, take note of this here. Before the break of structure, which is transactional liquidity. I mean, this is the main high here. We have this sweep. So you can see this leg. Before this leg gets taken out, you can see price created a low. Before this leg gets taken out here, Obviously, this is your structural liquidity here. So you know that you want price to come back, take out the structural liquidity, and you buy. So this is type 2. And the type 3 is when price doesn't give us structural liquidity immediately, right? So originally you already have this structure. You already anticipating this low should be taken out here, and you're already anticipating correction. However, there's no structural liquidity, and without structural liquidity, you don't want to trade, right? So most times there are times price will do something like this instead, come down, then buy.
Sometimes it might not be you that
this just like this,
might be your friend,
right? But you happen to see it before it happens, right? You have you actually go to the chart before this happens, right? So for you not to be in a hurry to lose money here, you just have to wait for the same thing. Just have to wait for the same thing. Yeah, this is your liquidity. This is your structural liquidity, and mind you, it happened after you had seen your structure.
Compulsory.
So this one is just like a late entry. Like this already happened before you saw it. Yeah, but this one happened. This particular guy happened after you had seen your structure. So you're actually waiting for this to happen. You're waiting for this to happen. So it comes back later on to create structural liquidity. Then you do the same thing as well. Wait, and boom. I hope you guys are getting it. Above all, just keep the rule, right? Keep the rule here, which is the last low before the main low. Last low before the main low and the last high before the main high. Now let me explain the last high before the main high. This is pretty much it.
At least
the shape of this eye,
very important.
Break of structure,
slightly important. This
into price comes back again, and there's this. So instead of you to get in to the trade from here, right? You be patient because you're trying to like have an edge in the market, something that works over and over. Because most times price will likely take out this high before you get a sell. And you don't want to be in situations like that, right? You want to be on the right side of the market at least. Most times, 80% of the time, you want to be on the right side of the market. So you want to wait. You want to play patience first. You want to see you actually see a sweep, a break, right? And this guy doesn't have the sweep. That makes this guy protected. And this is a swing structure. So what do you anticipate after traditional liquidity? This becomes a structural liquidity, and what happens? Price takes it out, and boom. Right, that is type 1. Type 2, you have a sweep of this eye. It's very important.
I thought that was
price creates this again.
And she has an accent too. Oh my God!
If you have a sweep here, then transactional liquidity has been taken out. Now you're there anticipating what? A reversal, right? Which is a correction. The correction to come into where structural liquidity. And boom, this happens most of the time. Like most times here, this is why you have to study to see, see this. Look out for this, and you will actually make a lot of money from the market. So it's pretty much simple. This is the rule. Once again, this is the rule.
So confidence has to be there.
First things first, always wait for a sweep of the previous low. Then you have a break of structure, right?
But these are part of the things that make people, like, you have to know
a break.
Stuff.
Automatically you expect this low to be protected, but you want to see structural liquidity first, right? Then this becomes structural liquidity, and what are you anticipating?
So before time, have 2-3 hours
all the time. Now let's go to inducement liquidity. How does it work? I think we still have time here. It's just 30 minutes so far. Let's go to inducement liquidity. Let's do that real fast. Real quick here. So inducement liquidity is used for what? Expansions.
I'm doing this series on my Instagram where I'm talking about passion.
This is where it comes in.
Talking about
so now you have this bullish trend here. Sweep, a break.
But guess what?
Then you're already anticipating this low to be well protected. You expect this low to be protected here. But something happens.
And it's also planned in case if I need to
but something happens here.
This blazer. But I need to dress
you
down,
don't get a structural liquidity.
You know, take out the leather jacket, wear a waistcoat.
Something to just happen. Just keep in mind that this low,
waiting for when he will wear
this your protected low is no longer protected, and will likely be induced.
So you have to do that.
That if price is bullish, understand that this, and you don't see structural liquidity, understand that this your protected low will likely be taken out. Then what happens? This guy is now the inducement liquidity here. Then what happens here? Price expands instead here. So let's assume let's say we are in a bullish trend. So we're in a bullish trend here. Price is bullish. Price is bullish. Taking out this low. Then you have this, right? Let's use this. But now you actually already know that you've confirmed the trend. You know price is bullish. You already have the structural liquidity here. For this low now, you expect this guy to hold, right? You expect this low to hold, but there is no structural liquidity, right? There's no structural liquidity. What do you expect? Automatically start anticipating price to take out this inducement liquidity. Then this will happen. Expansion. Are we getting it, please? Are we getting it? It is pretty simple. Whenever you don't have structural liquidity, but you have a protected low, but you don't have structural liquidity,